has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The Cardinals hit 6 and 5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's Murray from midfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A nice little juke. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And complete to Zach Ertz.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Xavier McKinney
with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first.
Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
First down, Murray. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones being chased out left.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they
try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine, and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 76 yards.
And the Giants are back within a score.
Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 20. Come on.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones.
Robinson hauling it in outright.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Max 50, Max 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Shifts past him at the 45.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray caught by the tight end Ertz.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good look. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, That required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
And one of the real good guys in this league, J.J. Watt, not a malicious play, just football as far as he's concerned, but at the same time, he's got to know a little bit better and not take the shot there.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
A good game there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now Jones on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jones to throw on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Flushed out right. Finding Ertz again. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that would hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
This is McCaffrey on the give. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
92 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
And Murray will run it here.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. They were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Jones.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Jones.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jones.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cards, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And
yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing dependent.